Good morning, Agape. My name is Jacqueline Brown Benefield, and I am happy to be your chant leader for the day while Marianne Lewis is away. So, band, we want to get this started, okay? All right. 1, 2. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient, and I didn't know the love of God was ahead. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go, let it all go. And this is what you have to say: I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and let go. My life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and let go. Oh, I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Bright, beautiful day, Agape Nation. Good to see each and every one of you. Grateful you're tuning in right here, right now. The meditative thought is coming up on your screens. Don't forget that this is not just a reading for now. This is for you to put into play and practice through your week. Reverend Michael tells us this for this week, which I love. You have a soul adventure that was implanted in your consciousness before you incarnated into this lifetime. Gently, and sometimes not so gently, it knocks at the door of your intuition, attempting to get your attention, beckoning you to fulfill your soul adventure in the three-dimensional world. It is through our spiritual practices that we intuitively catch Spirit's vision of that adventure. Then, like a time-release capsule, it begins to take effect. From Reverend Michael for you this week. Love to you, Agape. Thank you so much, Jacqueline.
Thank you, Reverend Coco. Thank you so much. Now, please join me in our congregational song, Use Me. Stand up wherever you are or not, your choice. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Ooh. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator all in all, leading us to shine its light as me and as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator and makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light as me and as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
And that's the absolute truth. We stand as a vibrational midpoint between heaven and earth, bringing heaven to earth. That is our destiny. It's why we have shown up here, to allow for the realm of ever-expanding good to have vent into this dimension so that heaven breaks out all over. I welcome you to Agape today. The first gong is in honor of the great God of the universe, called by millions of names, but wants to be called forth as the activity of our awareness. The second gong, in honor of each and every one of us as individual expressions of the infinite. The word individual means undivided. The third gong, representing manifestation. We are here to allow that which is indivisible and invisible to manifest on this planet as love and beauty, compassion, generosity, creativity, beauty in ways heretofore unimagined, because it's never happened before. That's why we are here. I welcome you to Agape today. As you can see, our musical inspiration is getting ready to provide the musical context for our service today. They are the Wilkes-Sauter medicine family, my family, originally from Peru and Colombia. This medicine family's home is in the sacred valley of the Incas in Peru. They've been serving the spiritual community there and around the globe for over 40 years through plant medicine ceremonies, spiritual retreats, ceremonial music, sound therapy, and personalized healing sessions. Their mission is to guide each person back to themselves, to facilitate spiritual breakthroughs that many of us search for in this lifetime, to heal the body, mind, and spirit while uncovering the healer within, and to reconnect ourselves with Mother Nature. That is Brother Wachan. This is Siwara Kente in the middle, and this is Martika. This is Colombia. This is Peru. This is a combo of both. That is my goddaughter. We used to live together. I used to have quinoa every day, as Martika used to cook for us. That was a beautiful time in our life. This is my family. Listen. That was that was the Wakasada family. Hummingbird. God bless you. God bless you. Let's see what Kente, her name means, hummingbird. Martika and Wachan. Woo, that was beautiful. Was it not? You can chat it up and basically celebrate their existence and their musicality and their love and their life for healing on this planet. I welcome you to the Agape International Spiritual Center, where the devoted meet their divine destiny. Those who are devoted to spiritual practice, elevating their consciousness and being of sacred service at this time in human history and beyond. I welcome you. If this is your very first time celebrating the life divine with us, or if you're newish, we want you just to embrace this prayer, embrace this welcoming vibration. Wherever you are on the globe, there's thousands of you that are tuning in. You can stand up if you so desire, as the bevy of spiritual practitioners that are online holding us in prayer participate in this blessing, as well as the veterans. We extend our hearts through our hands, and we say this to you: welcome to Agape. We recognize you. We see who you truly are. Spiritual image and the very likeness of God. Truly, you are a one-of-a-kind wonderful. You are a one-of-a-kind brilliant, unfolding genius. And today, we get to celebrate your very existence. We get to celebrate your infinite potential. We appreciate you, and we thank God for you. Therefore, we can say as a community and from the very depth of our being, welcome to Agape. Welcome to this day, welcome to this service, welcome you to you. You heard me talk about the sacred order of the practitioner, individuals who have studied and practiced spiritual principles to become adept at affirmative prayer and meditation, life visioning, and living a life of service primarily. Kinshaka Ali is going to come forward in a moment. He's going to represent the field. He's going to bring forth the affirmations and the purpose statement, the selected reading of the day, and anchor us in this service evocation. Kinshaka Ali, come forward.
Thank you, Rev. Good morning, Agape. Reverend Michael's theme for this month is Limitless Living, the Only Way to Fly. And his topic today is Wait and Leap Awake from Your Sleep. It was my joy to facilitate our meditation with music provided by Soak. Our interpreter for today is T.L. Forsberg. Licensed practitioners are currently holding prayer vigil, and engaging with you in the comments of this broadcast on the Agape Live TV YouTube channel and on Facebook. You're invited to share any prayer requests there or contact our prayer ministry directly. Affirmations. Now it is time for our affirmations. I invite you to please stand and repeat them aloud after me, line by line. Let's take a deep breath in and release. I am available to be a rich and mighty blessing on this planet.
I am available to be a rich and mighty blessing on this planet.
The universal law of cosmic good is always working in my life.
The universal law of cosmic good is always working in my life.
The idea that God planted in my soul is emerging with grace and ease. I choose to reveal the highest and best within me no matter what.
I choose to reveal the highest and best within me, no matter what.
Excellence breaks through into every sphere of my existence. These words of affirmation are grounded in truth and founded in gratitude. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the New Thought Ageless Wisdom teachings and the energy of unconditional love, we are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. Our book of the month is The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, a simple guide to unlimited abundance by Edwin Gaines. Our selected reading can be found beginning on page 119 of the chapter, The Mysterious Power of Forgiveness. Why should we forgive the people who have done us wrong? After all, isn't there something satisfying about turning your back on someone who has behaved badly? Something powerful about cutting that person out of your life. Something comforting about knowing that he or she is really to blame for what's wrong with your life. The truth is, no matter how good these emotions feel in the moment, they cannot and do not bring true or lasting happiness. Harboring a grudge completely blocks our ability to have thoughts, feelings, words, and behaviors affecting our mental and physical health, our success, and our self-worth. An unwillingness to forgive is like stabbing ourselves with a knife and expecting the person who did us wrong to feel pain. Forgiveness is not something we do for the sake of another person. Forgiveness is something we do for ourselves. Think of forgiveness as an emotional house cleaning. It lets us make room for the good we desire. It also lets us go as far as we can on this spiritual journey and receive all the universe has to offer. Let's turn within for a moment of prayer. How wonderful it is to stand here in the knowing, to recognize the one presence, the one life, the one energy, the one power, the one dynamic force that radiates and manifests and emanates itself in, as, and through all things in creation. Yes, Creator and creation are one. I'm so thankful to know that I am unified with this presence in every conceivable way, imbued with all of its dynamic qualities and traits. And I know this is true for each and every one listening in, that the Spirit of the living God is absolutely available. It's omniscient, omnipotent, omniactive, and omnipresent right here and right now. So I bless this service as it occurs, realizing that through the words of Reverend Michael, we get a glimpse into the eternal truth that sustains life after life after life, uplifting, healing, transforming all limited beliefs. So I'm so thankful to know that the hearts and the minds are open today to receive this word, and that it happens with the dynamic power and an ease and a grace. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Kanshaka. Ali, Jacqueline, and crew brings forth a continual opening of the portal of Agape through sacred sound.
Yes. Thank you so much. Return to me, return to me with every breath. Return and begin with me with every breath. Return. Return to love, return to love with every breath. Return and begin with love with every breath. Return. Return to peace, return to peace with every breath. Return and begin with peace with every breath. Return. Return to me, return to me with every breath. Return, oh, and begin with me with every breath. Return.
And that's what the Agape is all about. It's about giving you back to you. We're not about followership here. We're about you becoming spiritual leaders. It's about leadership from the very depth of your being. So we welcome you in this sweet space of remembrance. Not really learning. You're unlearning that lies that you don't need anymore, and you are remembering what your soul has never forgotten. I welcome you to Agape today. Many things are occurring in the Agape Center, in the Agape community. Some of those things will be covered by Wayne Bottomley, who always gives you the bottom line when he comes up here. And the rest you can discover at agapelive.com. Brother Wayne?
Thank you, Reverend Michael. Good morning, Agape. It's another beautiful day here at Agape, and we are so glad that you're with us. Today, we have a few highlights of our activities for you. Please remember to visit the Agape website at agapelive.com for more details on all of these announcements and so much more. All times listed are Pacific Daylight Time. Now, mark your calendars and tell your friends to join us for our next in-person service on Choir Sunday, August 28th. That would be next Sunday. Starting with meditation service at 11 a.m., followed by our fellowship service at 11:30 p.m. 11:30 a.m. Please note that services will, as always, be live streamed, and that is next Sunday. Are you seeking spiritual insight and advice around your relationships, finances, health, life purpose, or understanding of world events? then email Reverend Michael at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com, and your question may be featured during his Life Question of the Week segment in his upcoming new podcast, Take Back Your Mind, launching in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. To submit your question, please limit your submission to one question only. Selected questions will be edited for clarity and conciseness, and mention your location, your city and state, or your country, and your first name only. Also, please know that we cannot personally reply to individual emails. When you combine quantum physics with high intentional frequency, you get SOAK, sound frequency therapy, a technology that lifts your vibration, detoxes lower frequencies, and assists in activating vibrant health, peace of mind, and total well-being. This is what we were listening to during our meditation service and is available to enhance, enliven, and up-level your meditation. You can go to soak.com, that's SOAAK.com, and enjoy your free one-week trial and use the code AGAPE50 to receive a 50% discount. Go to soak.com, SOAAK. Today, Teen Agape, ages 14 through 19, meets online at 11:15 a.m. For information and to register to join, click the Teen Agape banner on the website. Preteens, ages 9 through 13, meet at 2 p.m. Children, ages 3 through 8, meet at 3:30 p.m. Both are on live Zoom. To join and get your Agape Youth Fun Packs, email revleon@agapelive.com. Also today, the Agape Wise Ones invite the 50-plus community to experience Expanding as the Presence at 2 p.m. Join in to view a creative expression showcase, travel shout-out, spoken word, get up and move, plus updates on our activities. Click on the TAWO banner at the top of the page on our website to register. The Crisis Support Clinic offers Zoom mini counseling sessions every Monday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. To receive details of your first come, first serve complimentary one-on-one session with a licensed practitioner for those experiencing challenges related to finances, relationships, housing, and jobs, email us at crisissupport@agapelive.com. Now, this is offered to the community at large, so anyone may attend. Monday through Saturday, we look forward to seeing you on Facebook at 8 a.m. for daily prayer and 12 noon for meditation. Go to agapelive.com for details. The Agape Spiritual Community Gatherings are in session. Join us every Friday at 5:30 p.m. and connect in community for an enriching, inspiring gathering led by our practitioners and ministers. Email scg@agapelive.com for more information. Odyssey, Agape's young adults ministry for those ages 20 to 35, invites you to join them Friday, August 26th at 7 p.m. Click on the banner on the website to join or contact Reverend Arlene Hilton at revarlene@agapelive.com for any questions. Did you see Reverend Michael doing his push-ups recently in honor of his appearance day? He had all that energy, even after 3 services. Now, for years, we've asked him what he does to maintain such health, vitality, and energy, even with his busy schedule. Reverend Michael had a long list of supplements, including superfoods that he takes every day. Now he has put all of these supplements and superfoods into one easy powder, Adaptozen Superfood Greens. Try it. You'll also find it also tastes great, even just in water. Try the bundle and get your monthly supply with the Adaptozen Vitamin D3 and K2 to boost your immunity in these stressful times. Order yours today. Go to Nutrarise.com, click on Adaptozen, and get 10% off of your first order. That's all for now. Have a most beautiful and benevolent day. Peace and blessings, Agape.
Wayne Bottomley said, have a beautiful and benevolent day. A benevolent day, that's all right. Family, come forward. Wachan, Siwara Kente, and Martika. I love you all. And as one great family. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Chat them up and let them know how you feel about the sacred sounds of the absolute presence moving through them in their unique and magnificent manner. As we're feeling the vibration and the frequency of that sacred sound, let us all just take an in-breath here and release. And allow yourself to come to an understanding that the greatest ability on the planet is availability. That as we allow ourselves to be available, open, surrendered, allowing, yielding through the eternal blessings that are forever and ever being broadcast throughout all creation and beyond, we discover that everything we can want and hope for and desire, we already have. It's intrinsic. And that our spiritual practices, our intentionality, all that we are about spiritually is about being gracious enough to receive the gift that is eternally being given. God has given us everything, but are we gracious enough to receive it? Are we bemoaning our fate? Are we complaining? Are we in worry, doubting, and fear all the time, blocking the broadcast? Or are we making ourselves available to more good than we could possibly imagine, and then becoming a beneficial presence on the planet, allowing for our frequency to be so high that everywhere that we go, we become a blessing, even if we are in the sacred silence and what looks like we're doing nothing. This month, we are dealing with the theme of limitless living, the only way to fly. And it's based upon the awareness that humanity suffers from the inability to see reality. Reality is with the capital R, that the presence, the power, the love, the beauty, the joy, the intelligence is everywhere in its fullness, never cuts itself off from itself, and never works against itself, never compromises its own nature. But as individual cosmic beings having a human incarnation, individuals can't see this. They've limited themselves via mere perception, limited perception, thus blocking the limitless good of which we are emanating from beginning and before history even existed. In other words, you are here to come to an understanding that you are to move from sense, sensory perception, sensorium to soul. So many individuals on the planet are living primarily through their five senses. They're navigating through three dimensions, through their sensorium, what they can see and hear and smell and taste and touch. And they're not even having a direct contact with most of reality. They're only having contact with a slither of reality based on limited perception. We are unlimited, illimitable beings. And to be a cosmic being, having a human incarnation, and only living through the sensorium is almost a wasted incarnation. It's being dimensionally challenged, only living in 3D. Why would you do that? Why would you come here and live only in 3 dimensions when there's multiple dimensions to live in while you have a body? Now, there used to be philosophies and theologies that said, be good, and then when you die, you'll go to heaven. Those have been rolled up in the scroll and be put in the museum of old stuff to be thrown away. We don't live in that dynamic. We are aware of what the teacher said. The kingdom of heaven is at hand now. The kingdom of God is within. So we're not waiting to go to heaven. We brought heaven with us, and we are unleashing it through our thought, our word, and our action. And so we are not here to live merely through the 5 senses. We are here to live and expand our perception to expanded consciousness, which is why you pray, which is why you meditate, which is why you do life visioning, which is why you chant, which is why you dance, which is why you study, which is why you enter into fellowship with open-minded, open-hearted individuals so that you can enter into the feeling tone of a divine celebration that is happening right here and right now, and allow for your intrinsic, limitless nature to take over. I remember as a small boy, about 7, 8 years old, walking down Orange Drive where we grew up. And I can remember spontaneously with no previous study of any of this, spontaneously going into affirmations. I started just doing affirmations. I am magnificent. I am marvelous. I started just saying all of this stuff out loud walking down the street. And then I started writing it on my tennis shoes. Michael the Magnificent. Marvelous Michael. I don't know where I got that stuff. Yeah, I know where I got it from. But it was just a soulful remembrance of the supreme affirmation that lives within all of us. We are magnificent, marvelous, meaningful beings. And there was a spontaneous eruption of that dynamic. Now, it does not matter if you did not have a spontaneous eruption of that dynamic today. You can enter into limitless living, the only way to fly. Imagine what would it feel like if all of your needs are met. Imagine what would it feel like if you were safe and secure. Imagine what it would feel like if you were a fountain of creativity, enthusiasm, and celebration. Imagine what it would feel if you were divinely supported and nurtured and loved. Well, you are to capture that feeling right now. You have the capacity to have dominion over your attention and your imaginal realm, and you can begin to feel that right here and right now. And in so doing, you're coming into an awareness of waking up. You're coming into an awareness of what's the topic? Wait, there it is. Okay. It's just not sticking today. Anyway, it's coming into an awareness of the topic. Wait, leap, wake from your sleep. You're coming into what it really means to wait on the Lord. A lot of people think that you're waiting on the Lord like this. Wish the Lord would hurry up. The Lord's kind of taking its time here. No, the Lord ain't that slow. The Lord is eternally broadcasting everywhere. The Lord is the law. It's forever broadcasting its eternal nature everywhere in the present. So it's how you are waiting that determines the response from the sacred law emanating from the universal presence. A lot of people wait like this. Oh, I wish this would hurry up and happen. I got all these things on my to-do list. Oh my God, when's it going to happen? When are these things going to change in my external life? When is that going to happen? Oh my God, there's a lot of anxiousness, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of worry. When is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? That's not waiting. That's anxiety. That's anxiousness. That's working against. That's using the metaphysical laws against it. Waiting means that you are attaining the frequency and the vibration of gratitude, thanksgiving, and dynamic appreciation. You're holding this space of all needs met. You're holding this space that everything is working together for your good. You're holding this space that all of this is happening right now. You're feeling into that, this dynamic. That is waiting, you see. You're waiting in the frequency of the answer, and then a vibrational leap takes place. It is called a quantum leap. A quantum leap is going from one vibrational frequency to another without a ladder whatsoever. It's a vibrational leap that says something like, you can't get there from here, but when you get there, there is here. It's already here. You're making a vibrational leap by sustaining the vibrational frequency of wholeness and joy and happiness, and you are circumventing the mind that's always focusing on your problems. You're stopping that for a while. Now, human beings have a tendency to do that. They fret, they worry. Oftentimes, the majority of their thinking throughout the course of the day is on the problems that they're facing, and they're forgetting what the problem is facing. The problem is facing the eternal presence, you see? And so the problem is simply an emblem. That's what the word problem comes from. It comes from the word emblem. The problem is merely an emblem of samskara and trauma and worry and doubt and fear and analysis of whatever happened in your past. If you can stop for a moment and instead of constantly thinking about your problems, begin to open yourself up to the feeling nature that all of the power and presence and love that there is cascading out of nothingness to become the very somethingness of your life, as you can begin to consider that as a spiritual practice, mind you. as a spiritual practice, then you will begin to notice that the congealed thoughts of your issues that are sometimes creating a whole lot of usage of tissues, you will discover that the congealed thoughts that have become your issues and your problems, which is what they are congealed thoughts and perceptions of lack, limitation, scarcity, not enoughness, separation from the power and the presence and the love of God, feeling unloved, unsupported. All of that's congealed itself into issues of your life. You'll begin to understand that the vibrational frequency of you holding this space, waiting upon the Lord, waiting in the law, waiting in the presence, those congealed thoughts will begin to speed up. And you'll begin to see ways out of no ways that are already here. But as I said earlier, humanity suffers from the inability to see reality. They're only seeing a small little portion of it. And so then as you begin to wait, I'm talking about consciously waiting in the frequency of the answer. Now here's the deal. So many people live life backwards. That is, they're waiting for something in the external world to change for them to be happy. They're waiting for something in the external world to change before they have some kind of glee, some kind of joy, some kind of celebration. They're living life backwards. That's not how it works. You attain the frequency first. Then life changes. It's not the other way around. But so many people are sleepwalking. And they're thinking that if they just move things around in the external world, back in the 80s, we used to say, moving the chairs on the deck of the Titanic. You see, people are out in the world trying to move things around in order for them to be happy, only to discover, even if they moved a few things in the external world, their internal perceptions and points of views and beliefs and perceptions and opinions and points of view are still determining their particular moods, and they end up right back where they were before the external change had taken place. Not you, not here, not now. You're entering into a spiritual community that is first and foremost about spiritual practice. Yes, there's a philosophical aspect to metaphysics. There's a philosophical aspect to the great understanding that we're one with the presence of God. There's a philosophical aspect to the understanding that we are inseparable, indivisible from the presence, and that our thoughts have a tendency to transmute themselves into experience and points of view and coagulated thought forms that become conditions. Yes, but primarily we are a teaching of spiritual practice, which means you are encouraged on a regular basis to pray, not beg and beseech, but to pray and have an awareness that life is for you and not against you, to meditate, to become familiar with the expanded awareness of the presence of God, to vision, to come to an understanding that as you have a compelling vision, it transcends the trauma and the drama of your interpretation of the past. Why do I say interpretation of the past? Because the limited perception allows you to see your past from a limited point of view. I'll always remember a young lady that I was counseling a number of years ago who had been left home by her mom, as her mom would have to go to work, and they had a babysitter next door that would check on her from time to time. Today, that would probably be called child abuse. Anyways, many years ago. And while she was alone, one of the neighbors had been abusing the young lady. And so now as an adult, she was always sabotaging herself. Whenever she would get close to success, she would find a way emotionally, mentally, to prevent the good from happening in her life. She had this deep inner awareness or inner perception that she was alone, that she wasn't supported, based on, obviously, the interpretation of the past experience of her mother going to work, leaving her home by herself. And so as we would pray and meditate, one day I said to her, I would like you to see this woman who was a practitioner at Agape. She subsequently has passed on to the other side, and she was a hypnotherapist. So I just want you to have one session with her. I want to see something. And so she regressed her to the time she was a little girl being left alone. And as she was in this room alone, in this hypnotic space, she realized that she was surrounded by this angelic presence. That she was surrounded by the presence. And that even though it appeared that she was alone, she was never alone, and that there were powers and forces around her, holding her in a sweet, tender space. And when she came out of that particular experience, something had shifted in her awareness, and she began to be aware that she was never alone. There was never a moment where she was cut adrift by the presence of God. Even though physically her mother left her at home by herself, it opened up everything. And subsequently, the sabotage based upon her perception that she was alone dissolved. Things opened up for her. Channels opened up for her. Opportunities opened up for her. And she did not sabotage them. Her limited point of view was transcended through the use of the practitioner and other spiritual technologies. I am saying to you today that we are here to live a limitless life. Now, when I say that, it may bump up against the egoic perception that you are a limited being, that you're merely your body, you're merely your mental body, you're merely your emotional body, you're merely what has happened, what appears to have happened to you in life. That would be a lie. All of that, your body, your mind, all the stuff that has happened is in your field of awareness. It ain't you, boo. It's in your awareness. And as you expand your awareness through spiritual practice, then that which is not coherent with the fundamental harmony of the cosmos gets to be transmuted. It gets to be transmuted and then transcended. You don't transcend until you transmute. You transmute through spiritual practice, through affirmative prayer, through meditation, through visioning, through generosity and giving of yourself, through sacred service. There is a transmutation of the thought forms to a higher frequency, because everything is energy, vibrating at slower or more rapid paces of reality, you see? And so from this moment on, you are to let go of being a victim of circumstance or a victim of conditions. Right now, let it go if you can. And of course, you'll need practice to sustain this. And begin to understand that whatever condition or circumstance that you seem to be facing is a congealed belief, a congealed thought form, a congealed positionality, a congealed point of view, a congealed opinion. You get to change it. You can start right now. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, the Word, the vibrational frequency of a perfect ideal of wholeness forever and ever unfolding. In the beginning, God. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. The vibrational frequency is the power and the presence and the love of God. And you are the living manifestation of the sacred Word of the Absolute. And so inside there might be something within you begging to scream out, I'm magnificent. I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful. I'm not talking about letting your ego grab that and think you're more than someone else, but you are to be yourself. And so you start off seeking to become beside yourself, and then you be yourself in a very powerful and magnificent way. Take a sacred breath with me right now. Again. Release. Again. Sustain it at the apex. Just sustain the breath right there. And while you're sustaining that breath, I want you to feel grateful and thankful that you are alive. I want you to feel grateful and thankful that all of your needs are met. Don't let the mind snatch and say, no, they're not. Just be grateful that your need is met right now. Release. Now, when you took that breath, and there are thousands of you all around the globe taking that breath, none of you thought, oh my God, if we all breathe at the same time, there's not going to be enough air. You did not think that. You inhaled with the awareness that there's more than enough. Your need was met in that instant. And your role is to maintain that awareness. Much like the woman who had written down her financial to-do list for God, and she wrote down she wanted enough money to make sure her kids had proper clothes to go to school. She wanted enough money to pay her rent, enough money to pay her car note. And she had written all of these things down on a piece of paper and put it in her drawer as she prayed over it. And as she was meditating, she heard a voice that said, you know, what is it that you need? And she pulled out the list. I need this pay, I need my rent, I need a car note, I need the clothes, my kids, I need this. She started all this list. And the voice said again, what do you need? And she went through it again. And the voice said again, what do you need? And she said, right now? Yes. Oh, nothing. My need is met. And the voice said, stay right there. Right there in that instant. Right here. Stay with me right here. Take a breath. Release. Right there. That breath is all you need. Right now. This second. I'm talking about this split second. Your need is met. Your role, if you choose to accept it, is to stabilize the feeling that your need is met. Don't go outside and say, oh, when this happens, and when this happens, I'll be okay. No. You start with, my need is met. I'm okay. Now. Right now. I am limitless. Right now. I'm waiting in this space. Now. I'm waiting in this space. This vibration is allowing me to do a quantum leap with no ladder into a higher frequency. I'm waking up from the sleepwalking, the sense, the dream of separation from the presence. Awake thou that sleepeth, that the Christ may give you life. The Christ is the highest potential within every human being. That's why it's called Jesus the Christ. Christ wasn't Jesus' last name. It's the highest potential within us all. The Buddha field, you see. Again, in breath. Sustain it. Release. Your role is to develop a spiritual practice that you can sustain. The divine weight in the consciousness of joy and all needs met. Removing your attention from your problems and circumstances and conditions on a regular basis. Now, this is what happens. You will be ultimately pulled by a vision that transcends the drama of the past. And you won't fall prey to the nonsense that goes on today in the world. Let's make America great again. Let's go backwards. No. The issues that we're facing on the planet, environmentally, all the issues facing the planet can only be solved as you go forward. As you unfold, as you evolve, not going backwards like idiots say. I shouldn't say idiots because I don't want to put them in the category of idiots. Are cool people. You have to move forward. There's something within us that's greater than every circumstance we're facing. Those answers are in the unknown, according to our limited perception, inviting us to unleash all of the technologies that have been suppressed that can change life on the planet instantly. You all know electricity is free. You all know we live 3/4 water. There's no drought on a planet that's 3/4 water. There's technology that can handle all of that. But you got to go forward for that to be unleashed. You are the ones to go forward. But you have to establish yourself. All needs met. I'm connected to the presence. Now. Take a breath here. Sustain it. Smile on your face. Smile in your soul. Sustain it. Smile. Release. Onward, forward, upward expansion. Even now. So now you have it. Limitless living. The only way to fly. Wait. Leave. Awake from your sleep. And then what happens? Nataraj, baby. What happens? You become a celebrant of the divine presence. A celebrant of the divine presence. Say out loud, I celebrate the good that is within me. Just say it wherever you are around the planet.
Celebrate the good that is within me.
Let go of all complaining, all judgment for a moment. I know it's difficult for some of you because some of you are addicted to judgment, you know. Let it go, 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 let it go. Let go of the focus on the issues for a moment. You can have them back later. And feel into the vibration of gratitude and that there's something to celebrate. Feel into it. Feel into it. Now watch this individual dance with Agape. Right there. You can see it. Ha! Rayan and Darren. Rayan and Darren. R-A-Y-A-N and D-A-R-Y-A-N. That's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh my God, that's so great. Ray and Darren. Their parents are bringing them up at Agape. Fair shock, that was you up there dancing. Hey, that ain't no stopping us now.
Absolutely. Let's get it started, y'all. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. There's been so many things that's held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go. And where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act well. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. No, I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove, yeah. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going. They don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act well. If you ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. Oh, it ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Hey, hey, yeah. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Yeah, I really, really got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh, we're on the move. Hey, yeah. No stopping.
No stopping.
No stopping. Ain't no stopping. No stopping. No stopping, no stopping, there'll be no stopping, no stopping, no stopping, oh, no stopping, there'll be no stopping, no stopping, oh, no stopping, oh, no stopping, there'll be no stopping, woo!
Give her some love.
All right. No stopping.
There should be a smile on your face. At least put one there so the chemicals of tonic can flow through the body temple as we enter into a space of whole soul prayer. Whole soul prayer. Beginning with a deep awareness of gratitude and thanksgiving and dynamic appreciation. Expands our point of view so we're not merely seeing through the limited perception of issues, but we're seeing through an expanded awareness that the presence and the power and the love that is everywhere, never compromising its nature, never contradicting itself, never working against itself, is flowing through and as us right now. We're so grateful that we're able to see this. As thou seest, so thou beest. It is from this awareness of right seeing that we're not merely here to set things right, but to see them rightly. That we may be a fiat of the Spirit, of intelligence and love and creativity and generosity and kindness and compassion. This recognition, we feel a deep sense of unity with the great I am, the great presence, the great love, the great life. I am what thou art. Thou art what I am. Oh, even now. And it is from this awareness of sacred union with the presence and as an emanation of the presence that I have the privilege and the honor to speak the word for each and every one of us. The divine freedom and spiritual liberation is the order of the day. Oh, accept this prayer for yourself now. Every organ, every action, every function of the body temple is made every whit whole. Every system is infused with celestial light. The celestial body is cascading through all of our bodies right now, our emotional body, our physical body, our mental body, our astral body, our etherical body. All of our subtle bodies are now being flooded with the light of the celestial body. Healings are afoot right now. Miracles are taking place right now. Right now, accept it. And the body of our affairs are now full to overflowing with an order and a harmony, a peace, a beauty, and an abundance that comes from having an intimate at-one-ment with pure spirit. This is the word that is being spoken. And it's happening right now. Oh, this is our wait. It's happening now. We're waiting in the answer. The prayer does not bring the answer. The prayer is the answer. It's the vibrational frequency of the answer. Woo! I'm feeling it right now. All needs met. I'm feeling it. Wholeness. I'm feeling it. Right action. I'm feeling it. Joy. I'm feeling it. Bliss and ecstasy. Oh, there it is. Ecstasy. Orgasmic, ecstatic Oh, it just shatters what the ego can control. Come on. Let us step into the unknown, into a realm of infinite potential and infinite possibilities. Oh, let us transmute and then transcend the boundaries of separation. It's all happening right now. I feel it in my bones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel it in my bones. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, help them. Help them feel it as we prepare to speak the word for these individuals.
Early in the morning, lying in my bed, thinking about a dream I had. The pictures were fading fast, noticing the music in each scene, and a peace beyond this world. I recall that I couldn't dwell in what was wrong, couldn't care about what had gone. The message on the stereo was strong, saying one day the pain goes, and one day we'll see that what really matters in life or in dreams is the music of love we hear in each scene. And I'm ready to listen now. I've heard your voice before. Your word has been calling me, and now I'm willing to be so much more. I'm ready to listen now. I'm ready to listen, Lord.
And we listen with our entire being. And we hear and see with our consciousness the light and the luminosity that is everywhere in its fullness. And in this beginning is the presence of God. In the beginning, the Word, and the Word is with this presence of God. And this Word is a perfect spiritual ideation that's unfolding forever. And I speak it for each of us, including Bobby DeLuca, staff member here at the Saban Sanctuary, right where he is, God is. Perfect healing is the order of the day. Denise Valaquez's great aunt, Olga Ashford, who's in the experience of transitioning. Right where she is the presence of God. Hands of love are acclimating her into another dimension of life, just as hands of love were acclimating her to this dimension of life. It's birth into life after life. Peace be still for the entire family. Denise Morell and family for their sister, Alicia, who shuffled off the mortal coil. We once again hold Victor Dickinson and his family in prayer for his cousin Donovan Williams, who moved from the realm of the visible, according to the sensorium, to the invisible, which can be seen with our soul faculty. Jackie Simone Elliott and Bonnie Wells for Bonnie's brother, Kashka Benjoko. Peace be still. Trisha Fitzgerald, wonderful member of our community, took practitioner training here and went on to be and developed her own spiritual, entrepreneurial business. Bless her in her ongoingness. Marty Lujan for her sister Denise, and Jessie Artabello and family for her mother-in-love. People used to say mother-in-law, but at Agape we say mother-in-love. For her mother-in-love, Josette. And we stop in this moment. Think about anyone that you know or know about that needs prayer right now. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself permission to rise high in gratitude. You're letting yourself go of conditions and circumstances for a moment, problems and judgments about yourself or other people. You're letting all that go for a moment. Judge ye not according to appearances, but judge righteous judgment. See God. And as you lift yourself up, consider anyone that needs prayer right now. And understand Yeshua ben Joseph when he said, as I am lifted up, I draw all unto me. I draw all into this higher frequency. We're lifting ourselves up and drawing all into the higher frequency. Therefore, you're not worrying about your loved ones or friends or associates. You're holding them high. Now, as I am lifted up, I draw all into this higher frequency. We lift each other up. We lift this community up. We lift the planet. We lift the world. We lift all nations, the last bastion of the ego, that we may come to an understanding that we're not separated by lines forcefully drawn by men on the planet. We're all cosmic citizens, global citizens, all one in God. Don't let anyone hijack your mind into thinking anything less than that. You transcend pseudo-patriotism into a world-centric, global-centric, cosmic-centric perception. You're being free from the confines of limitation. Limitless living, the only way to fly. We give thanks for this, and we allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. Your soul is in great gratitude that you've dipped into the ocean of devotion known as Agape International. This is your opportunity to sustain your own prosperity and abundance through your own activating your giving muscles, generosity, etc. And so we turn within for a moment, and what do? We give thanks. That's the first thing we give. Let us give thanks for whatever it is that we have to give. We bless it, and we dedicate it to the knowing of truth that makes us free, the truth of our being. And it's all happening now. Amen and amen. So all of you sacred veterans who've been with us for a while, that have sustained the community over the last 2.5 years as humanity went through the experience of seeming lack and lockdown and scarcity and all the stuff that governments put upon humanity. Thank you for sustaining Agape in a powerful way. Absolutely appreciate you. And you know what you did, and you know how to give already. Continue to do your thing. Appreciate you. Everyone else, you can step up right now in your generosity. You can take out your phone. Most of the time we say during service, just put your phone on mute. God's not going to call you on the phone. Your call is going to be a calling of the soul. But you can take out your phone now. And you can text the word give to 424-321-6243. It's on the screen for the sighted. 424-321-6243. Text the word give. Your phone will prompt you. And you make the decision as to what you're going to give and the regularity of your gifting right now. You can also go to our website at agapelive.com. Donation is up at the top. Follow that prompt. You can give right here on the website. You can go to either my personal website, my personal Facebook page, the public one, or Agape International Facebook page. You can give on the Facebook page. You can mail it in. Make out your checks and money orders for 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. It's on the screen here. It's going to be on there for a second for the sighted. Now, one other thing you can do with your phone, not that. You can take out your phone. It says camera. QR code is about to come up. You can take your phone and shine your camera on the QR code, and it will take you through another way of giving to Agape. So you have many ways. You can do the QR code. You can do text to donate. You can do the website. You can do the Facebook. You can mail it in. Every now and then a carrier pigeon comes through. Don't do cash. Do check. Carrier pigeon may take it to the wrong place. Just be a giver. The hands of the givers are never empty. They remain prosperous. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Rev. There is a light inside of you, brother, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of your sister, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a love inside of your heart, and I don't know if you know there's a love that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a strength inside of your soul, and I don't know if you know there's a strength inside of your soul. I just thought I'd tell you there is a power inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a power inside of us all, and it's time to celebrate, 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 oh, celebrate, yeah, celebrate, celebrate, yeah, celebrate, oh, celebrate. There is a light inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of us all, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright, and it's time to celebrate, celebrate. Come on, y'all, celebrate. Oh, celebrate, yeah, celebrate. Come on, y'all, now, celebrate, celebrate, yeah, yeah, celebrate, celebrate, yeah.
We are celebrants of the divine presence. Celebrate is a great word. You all remember the story of the wonderful monks that were translating sacred text. And in the middle of the translation, one monk screams out, "Oh my God! It says celebrate, not celibate." We're here to celebrate the divine presence, to be celebrants of love and beauty, enthusiasm, bliss, ecstasy, abundance, intelligence, joy, that we can live from the overflow and be individuals that are always seeking to give more than take, so that we keep expanding our awareness through our desire to be of service on this planet at this time in human history, making that imprint and beyond. And so we receive the gifts and the tithes and the offerings, those that are still coming in, those that will be coming in later as individuals watch the services on the archive aspect of life. We stop in this moment and we give thanks. We feel the impress of the Spirit as abundance. We feel the overflow consciousness as Agape International that gives us even more wherewithal to be of greater service on the planet. And we allow life to have its way with us. We give thanks for this and allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. Now, as a reminder that next week we will be live in person at the 11 a.m. The meditation will begin at 11 a.m. So you want to arrive before 11 a.m. because the meditation service is going to begin at 11 a.m. and then the worship celebration service will begin at approximately 11:30. But as a reminder, look at this video and you'll see the energy of our last live service, which was July 24th, celebrating my appearance day.
So good to see you all.
We're talking about a presence that is never an absence, that reveals itself as love, intelligence, beauty, harmony, wholeness, abundance, joy, life itself. You see?
Life is good and all is well, yes? Life is good and all is well, yes? I want you to feel this now. You feel it. I want you to place your burdens down. The mental burden, the emotional burden, whatever burden you may be carrying right now, I want you to just put it down for a moment. And come with me into the secret place of the Most High. Under the shadow of the Almighty. Feel your wholeness. I think I'm complete for today. And another thank you to all of those who gave to Agape in honor of my appearance day, my mother's birthday, my appearance day. Thank you for your generosity, and some of your notes and letters and cards are still coming in with your generous gifts to Agape in honor of that. God bless you, and thank you so very much. This is our opportunity to get out of here. So we'll hear this sacred song. Reverend Julie will give us our benediction. We'll see you live and in person for those who are in the Los Angeles area next Sunday. Only the last service will be open for in live person. All three services will be continued to be streamed on all the platforms perpetually. Let us sing.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, blessed always, blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
Reverend Julie?
Every Sunday, when Reverend Michael finishes his sermon, Reverend Kathleen McNamara leans over to me and she says, Wasn't that particularly wonderful? And so I'm just knowing right now that this service was particularly wonderful. I'm so grateful for how particularly wonderful this service is, and I'm so grateful for its ongoingness, for the way it continues to impact and love up and nurture every single person streaming, archiving. I'm so thankful we get to gather. I'm so thankful for the honor and the privilege of our community joining together all around the world. I know we're better because of this. I know that we are more renewed because of this. And I know that because we gather in this heightened vibratory frequency, Mother Earth is blessed. All human beings are blessed. Humanity is blessed. There's a blessing that occurs in our gathering. I'm grateful for it. And so I give great gratitude for this particularly wonderful service. And I say, and so it is. Amen.
And so it is, and so we let it be. Now, so be it. So be it. Peace and richest blessings.